What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you, well, with another market watch today. Before I begin, I have a couple of announcements. Number one, I'm looking to move to Florida, which is great because I want to record more moto vlogs. I really enjoy doing them, I enjoy editing, and I enjoy putting them on this channel, and hopefully you enjoy them as well. So keep an eye out for more of those. I have a ton of great ideas, and I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction to them. Once again, it's just me riding around on a motorcycle, seeing beautiful sights, and talking about this game. So that's like the number one thing. It's not under the best of circumstances. I'm moving to Florida. I need to go down. My dad's not feeling so good, so I'm going to go down and help my father out. But at the end of the day, it's still great to move somewhere where it's where winter doesn't really happen. Another thing as well is I'm going to be doing more deck profiles on this channel, not just Master Duel, but also physical deck profiles with the new ban list. So that's going to be coming up on the channel as well. And number three, Imperium Duelist is releasing the new Demon Dance border sleeves. They actually sent me a copy of these, each of these. They're beautiful. I'll have them on my channel with my deck profiles, but if you want to grab yours, they're going to be doing a sale. They're going to be available for sale February 6th, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listen, you're going to want to grab these before these are sold out. These are going to be, if I had to guess, really high-end sleeves that everyone's going to want to grab. I mean, look at the water dragon. It's eating the water attribute. And, of course, you have these as well. This is absolutely beautiful sleeves, and I would not be surprised if these sold out instantly. I just wouldn't. If you want to go to Imperial Duelist website, once again, you can click on my link in the description. Promo code YGOPaisano10, I believe. It's in the description. And you could go ahead and get 10% off your orders. I mean, they have a lot of great things. I'm in love with the Imperium Border Stone Tablet sleeves. I think these look absolutely amazing. Let me know what you think about these, but these look so clean. And they got a lot of great things. So definitely go on the website. Definitely check it out. And like I said, I have a promo code. You could use that, save some money, and get some beautiful extra X sleeves. I know there's a lot of extra X sleeves out there, but these are like the high-end ones that everyone's going to want. Everyone's going to always be talking about, and when you whip it out, everyone's always going to be asking you, where did you get those sleeves? Probably the number one question on my deck profiles isn't about the deck. No. Go to those videos. It's always about the extra X sleeves, because these always stand out from everybody else. If you want to get yours, seriously, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, go grab them quickly. They will sell out. I won't be surprised if it happens within like an hour at most. These sleeves are highly wanted by a lot of people. Let's get on to the market watch. All right. So I will say, looking at Battle of Chaos, one of the big things is, and I didn't realize this until like I started reading in this card's insane. So Sinister Sovereign, Queen Long Yan, Queen Sing. If you sync or summon another worm monster while this monster is on the field, you can draw one card. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during a damage step, you can banish one of those monsters, and if you do, inflict 1200 damage to your opponent. That is broken. There's more though. When your opponent activates a spell / trap card or quick effect, you can banish that card, and if you do, inflict 1200 damage to your opponent. Wow. You're going to use each of these effects, not like one or the other. No. Each of these effects per turn. Absolutely amazing card. This card might get me to play Sword Souls again, I'll be honest with you. And it comes out in Battles of Chaos, which comes out on the 11th. So, yeah, maybe Sword Souls might be a deck to pick up again. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. But, I mean, Battle of Chaos definitely is looking to have a lot of cool stuff. Libromancers look amazing. Hopefully we'll hear more about that. Morpheus artwork looks absolutely insane. More stuff for Ice Shades, which I'm a big fan of. Flunder's getting new cards. Like, this is looking to be a really good set. And I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to want to try to like buy boxes. Wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to buy boxes to open up. I'm not saying that. But if you're thinking to buy boxes to crack some of these cards, come on. We already know what's going to happen. So why not you just directly buy the cards you want to buy? Do you buy it right now? No. Never buy pre-sales. It normally doesn't work out. And I say normally because Grand Creators is a little bit different, I guess. Rider Aramazir was going for less, and so was Water Enchantress. Both of these cards on pre-sale was not like a lot less, a little bit less. Same with the original printings, by the way, of the Water Enchantress and Rider Aramazir. They're around the same price point and starting to calm down a little bit, but these cards were a little bit less on the pre-sale, and we see them now went up, and now I think they're gonna go back down. And here's my reason why I think this happened. Well, one, obviously, if you're playing Phantom Knights, you're gonna want to have this entire core. And it ain't like you need one of this. No, you need 3 Water Enchantress, you need 3 Rights, 1 Faithful Adventurer, and one of the other cards as well. One of each of the other cards. Right, but you need 3 of these 100%. That's guaranteed what you need, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, and by the way, these prices will go down. Mark my words, they will go down. Number 2, this whole Adventurer core is using Despias. So there's a good chance you're going to be playing Adventurers with Despias or within another deck core at Nationals. And that's why this is so important. That's why so many players are grabbing these, because they understand that this isn't going to see play just in this meta. It's going to see play up until and maybe even past Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals. So that's why everyone's keeping an eye on all this stuff. Should Adventurers get hit? Yes. Will they get hit? You already know the answer. The answer is no. They just recently came out, and I do think this is going to see play at Nationals. And I'm in the gate? Yeah, that's pretty broken. Forbidden Droplet at Bros. Legends is a card that actually was starting to go down in value. You can see it over here, hit $85, $83 at one point. But looking at it right now, the price point is starting to turn around and move back up. You have a lightly played roughly around 90, but after that one's gone, the next verifiable seller has a lightly played version, if we could find them. I wish I had a button for verifiable sellers, for $98. Why is that? Because unfortunately, Artifact Psi still exists. Forbidden Droplet is one of those cards you're going to need in order to stop Artifact Psi. If you don't have Forbidden Droplet and Artifact Psi resolves, congratulations, you're losing or playing Monarchs. That's basically what's going to happen. Nibiru, the Primal Being, is also a card that's kind of coming down in value, and we all know why. With Adventures coming out, nobody's really needing Nibiru as much. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great card, and more than likely we'll see side deck play. But looking at Nibiru right now, the prices are not really doing as good. $108, and you can see over here, it looks like it went up, but realistically, it hasn't. We already know Nibiru has always been around $250 each, and now the prices are starting to calm down, and they're going to continue to calm down because Adventures exist. And don't get me wrong, it's still a C play. Looking at Burst of Destiny, once again, I think Sword Souls might be another good pickup. Yes, they lost a really broken, bannable, some would say. In fact, give it a couple of days, will be banned card. That wasn't even a Sword Soul card. But they're getting another good card. Could Sword Souls come back? That's the question. In the OCG, we're seeing Sword Souls, mostly 10Es, being used with Adventurers. They actually got rid of a lot of the core cards, like Moye. I think they only play one. They don't really play that much of anything as far as Longyang, and they still play the rest of the engine, and they run a huge 10E package. And you gotta realize, Max City exists in that meta, and they're still doing that. Why is that? Well, simple. If they could go with an Omni Gate being the Adventurer package, then they could play a 10E package to cover everything else up. Longyang to bring out cards like, well, not just Chi-Chao, but besides Chi-Chao, other cards as well, including the card that's about to be coming out in a couple of days. Sword Souls is not gone. It's never going to go away. It's still going to be here. And I do think cards like Incredible Ecclesia allows you to cheat out other Sword Soul monsters, so you don't even need to dedicate your normal summon to Sword Souls moving forward in the future of this game. Mark my words, this deck's not going anywhere. Gandalf the Mystery Dust Kaiju, though, is dirt cheap right now. If you don't have yours, they're like $1 each for an ultra rare. You might want to consider grabbing this. A lot of Kaijus are worth money, and it's only worth money because it's an older set. It's the highest rarity version, and that's why. Gandalf is no different. It's just low right now because Bros. Legends is still relatively recent. Starlight Rare Stardust Dragon is going up in value. Current price point of this card is roughly around $600. I should really say it's going down. Let me explain why. This card was recently almost bought out in the TCG player market, but now it's starting to calm down in value as people are popping up back in the market. This card is roughly around $450 at one point, and you can see over here, the market slowly started buying it up again, but it is calming down. So here's the question. Will Stardust Dragon sell out and just be insanely high in money for the Starlight Rare? Which I think ultimately it will happen, or will Stardust Dragon start being dumped back onto the market? I think it's going to be dumped into the market. I think the price is still going to be going down, and then I think it's going to be bought out. Reinforcing the Army is a card I constantly talk about, especially the Starlight Collector's Rare. Starlight Rare incoming, Collector's Rare is because it's the highest rarity version. The price of Rhoda looks like it went down, right? $96? But it didn't. It's currently roughly around $105. If you're looking to play any kind of warrior deck or think you're going to play one in the future and you do have $100 burning a hole in your pocket, this is the highest rarity version of Rhoda. If you don't have it, grab it. Trust me, the price is not going to be going down anytime soon. It is only going to be going up. Fan Knight Torn Scales and PK in general should be going up in value. The price point, you can see over here, had a little bit of an increase, but nothing substantial. In fact, looking over here, it's roughly around $16 for a secret version of Torn Scale, despite the fact that Torn Scale has an ultra at $3. So the thing is, and my question should be, do you really care about this? Well, Probably not as far as rarity within Phantom Knights. And no offense to Phantom Knight players, but we're entering a game, and right now you kind of have a cool window where I think the best deck arguably is Phantom Knights. You can say, well, Protoss is still around. Sure, I guess so, but PKs have so many ways to play around it. PKs have a lot of things they can still do, and I definitely think that Phantom Knights is the best deck. I 100% think that's the truth. But with that said, I do think once we get the ban list, the meta will shift. Once we start hitting April and we get Despius, the meta will shift. And once we enter Nationals, the meta will finally settle before the next ban list. And I do think what we're going to be seeing here is a meta in which a lot of these cards are going to be the top tier deck right now. And then within a couple of weeks, we might see the next top dog. Don't be surprised when that happens. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. Oh, by the way, I bought the Ultra Rares. Anyway, Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, Secret Rare out of Rise of the Duelist is like, you know, really good. Yes, it's an ultra rare, but the original print secret rare is only $10. This card's insanely broken, and the fact that nobody's gone and grabbed their copy blows my mind. I owned one of these secret rare. It finally came in the mail, and I'm gonna finally talk about it because I think this card is insanely broken. Light and dark, you say? If we know about Yu-Gi-Oh, the best decks in this game arguably have been light and dark. It's almost as if the best light and dark synchro would be Chaos Magic, the Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magic Dragon, due to the fact that it tutors light and dark. It can come back from the graveyard. This card's insane. And I feel like a lot of players kind of overlook this card. Yes, once again, you can get the ultra rare. No doubt about it. It's 50 cents. Not bad if you want to lock your copy. Highest version of secret rare would be the money version, especially since it came out of Rise of the Duelist, which is the money set. Of course the Golden Lords went up in value. Why would he not? And you know what? It's whatever. The best Golden Lord is the JoJo Golden Lord, okay? Easy. I'm saying it right now. I hate Gold Rare, but the artwork looks so amazing. Dude, my dude's sitting on nothing other than swag. Like, it's so good. But if you want a secret rare the Golden Lord with this ugly picture in it, the price point of this card's roughly around $75. I do own one secret, I do own one JoJo, and that's more than enough for me. The minute Konami makes Ultimate Rare the Golden Lord's JoJo verse, that's my copies. Until then, I mean, it's up to you. What do you like more, the secret rare or the JoJo rare? You let me know. Marine Cess is super undervalued now. Like, it's insane how many Yu-Gi-Oh players don't know about Marine Cess. Like, it blows my mind. Marine Cess is going to be getting some new support that will make them good. Not like, hey, V, you think Marine Cess is going to be good? There's no, you think. They're going to be good. When Marine Cess new support, the only reason not seeing as much play in the OCG, because this deck gets absolutely trounced on by Despius. It does. I'll say it right now. But as it stands, with the new support and Despius not being out since they got delayed again, the new Alba Struck, I mean, Marine Cess is going to see a lot more play. Going to catch a lot of people with guard, and Marine Cess players are going to catch a lot of dubs. I'm just throwing it out there right now. Now, obviously, Blue Tank is secret rare. It does have an ultra rare. It is cheaper for the ultra rare, but secret rare is only $6. Core Anemone is a card you might want to pick up as well. And Marine Cess Seahorse Starlight Rare, well, look at that. It's not lying. This card's hitting roughly around $250. The current price point has it at $243. If you don't have this card, I mean, I get it, but man, Marine Cess is looking kind of nice right now. Even if you want to get a deck core Marine Cess, it's dirt cheap. The core and Emily Secret Rare also has an Ultra Rare, which is currently right now roughly around $4. Marine Cess Blue Tang also has an Ultra Rare, which is 25 cents. Like, Marine Cess is insanely dirt cheap right now to pick up. It's a great deck core, and with the new support, there's a good chance it's going to start seeing a lot more meta play. Evenly matches a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players need to play. Period. With Imperial Order, yes, Lightning Storm is probably the best back removal in the game. I'm not saying it's not. But when you play a card like Lightning Storm, especially against Eldritch, you're basically saying, hey, I gotta kill you this turn or else you get value. When you play Evenly Matched against Eldritch, you go, hey, smoke him if you got him. Because you're about to get trounced on. That's literally what this card says. And I do think Eldritch is the most dominant deck right now because a lot of players can play Skill Drain in it. It's huge. And I do think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players know that, and they're playing Evenly Matched because of that fact. So if you don't have yours, you definitely want to pick them up. Infinite Impermanence Ultimate Rare at OTS Tournament Pack 17 is a card we really haven't had a chance to cover. I mentioned it a long time ago, and the price point I believe at the time was $329 if I'm not mistaken. Looking at Infinite Impermanence Ultimate Rare at OTS Tournament Pack 7 right now, well, it's starting to cool off. In fact, the price point of this card is hitting roughly around $220. Still a lot of money, and yes, there are other versions of Infinite Permanence, but the fact that this card is cooling off is a big deal. It shows us what's happening to Imperm. The price needs to stabilize. It's not even stable yet. We're still seeing it struggle on the charts. Once again, Infinite Permits was hitting some insanely high price points, and now since we're in, we're in the it's OTS 17, so we're in right now. It's not that big of a deal to crack open an Imperium. In fact, a lot of players are doing this and just selling it on the market. Why? Well, because we have an ultra rare, we have a super rare. Actually, do we have an ultra rare? I forgot. I don't play. If we did have it, I don't play it. Oh, yeah, we do have an ultra rare. We have a super rare. We have Infinite Impermanents coming in a Structure Cyber Strike, which is out of it and available if you can find it. And the card's about $10. So Impermanent is not hard to get, but does have a highest rarity version. Forbidden Droplet version is a lot more money because it's not that hard to get. Maybe it'll come on a Structure Deck soon. Who knows? But I do like the idea behind Impermanents. I do like the verse rarity. Even the ugly gold rare, I do like this because it gives a lot of players the opportunity to grab this card. This card at one point was $60 minimal, and he needed 3. So it's cool to see that a lot of players have an opportunity to grab this card again. Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and like I said, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more content on this channel. I'm looking forward, once I move, hopefully, I can have a room where I can do more remote duels, if you guys love to see that, because I love to do it, and we'll talk about it on this channel as well. Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.